Hey everyone, and welcome back for another save file residence overview. In this video we will be focusing on Bedrock, Strait, and Acquisition Butte. I was going to divide these into 4 parts, but there's only 7 Sims in this neighborhood and there's 12 in this one, so there's only 19 Sims. Anyway, let's get into this. We are starting with the Alvarez household. Lola refuses to grow up. Even having a daughter didn't change her. It's no surprise Sim Child Protective Services received a call. They removed Layla from the home. Now Layla lives with a foster family and she barely sees her mother. Will anything make Lola grow up and do the right thing? And this is Lola's little house. This is the house. This is the living room and kitchen and dining area, bathroom and Lola's room and her daughter Layla's room. There's not a lot of stuff in it, but anyway. And this is Lola, and for her aspiration, she wants to be a party animal. She just loves throwing parties, going out with friends. I feel like she had Layla a little too early in life, and she just didn't know how to be a mom. For her job, she is a coffee stain remover in the barista part-time job. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma. For her traits, she is childish, materialistic, a dance machine, and for her aspiration trait, she is gregarious. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes DJ booth music and electronica music and dislikes easy listening. For hobbies and skills, she likes dancing and mixology and dislikes baking. For conversation topics, she likes physical intimacy and flirtation and dislikes deep thoughts. For Sim characteristics, she likes egotistical Sims and spirited Sims, and dislikes homebody Sims. And her favorite colors are black and purple, and she dislikes brown. And she is part of the Oasis Spring Singles. That is Lola. We will move on to the next household. Next up is Zara Bradford. Don't let that sweet smile fool you. That's what people usually say after getting to know Zara. She's a force to be reckoned with. She's hot-headed and mean. Everything she owns was stolen. Growing up, her parents worked very hard but never had much to show for it. Zara refused to live like that. If she wanted it, she took it. If she was confronted, she would fight. That's how she lives her life, and it works well for her. And this is Zara's house. Most of the houses in this neighborhood are very similar in layout and style. This is Zara's house. And this is Zara. And for her aspiration, she wants to be public enemy. She likes causing trouble. She just enjoys causing trouble. And for her job, she is a tough gal, which is level 1 of the criminal career. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma. For her traits, she is mean, hot-headed, and a kleptomaniac, and she has the dastardly aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, she likes metal music and dislikes easy listening and tween pop. For hobbies and skills, she likes wellness and mischief and dislikes cooking. I kind of think that she likes wellness to kind of keep her temper down, keep her, because she does fly off the handle. She's hot-headed, and this way that she can really be mindful of what she's feeling and maybe formulate a plan to get even instead of getting angry. That's just the way that I think of it. But anyway, for her favorite colors, she likes black and gray and dislikes white. Sim characteristics, she likes emotional decision makers because they're easier to manipulate. And she likes rascals because, those are her people. She dislikes family motivated Sims. And for conversation topics, she likes physical intimacy and arguments, and she dislikes affection. She is part of the Oasis Springs Singles as well. And that is Zara. So we will move on to the next household. Next up is Joyce Trammell. Joyce is a self-assured goofball. She's always up for a good time. She aspires to be a joke machine, and she loves making people laugh, and she's good at it. Joyce spends her free time relaxing in front of the TV and knitting. She usually donates most of the things she knits. And this is Joyce's house, and we'll take a little peek inside. It's super sunny and happy and colorful. And this is Joyce. For her aspiration, she is a joke star. She wants to be a joke star. She just wants to make people laugh. She just wants to bring joy to everyone. For her career, she is an amateur entertainer in the entertainment career, which is level 1. For her skills, she's level 3 in comedy, level 1 in charisma and cooking, and level 2 in gardening and video gaming. For her skills, she is self-assured, outgoing, and a goofball, and she has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes knitting and comedy and dislikes handiness. For music, she likes tween pop and pop music, and she dislikes jazz. For conversation topics, she likes jokes and affection and dislikes malicious interactions. And for sim characteristics, she likes funny sims and optimistic sims and dislikes pessimistic sims. And her favorite colors are yellow and blue, and she dislikes brown. And she is part of the Oasis Spring Singles, and she is the leader of the Goofballs, which I think we talked about them in a previous video. And she is also the leader of the Nitty Gritty Stitchers. So this is basically the cross-stitching and knitters of the Sims world. There's a few open spaces for any Sims that want to join. And that is Joyce. We will move on to the next household. Next up is Logan Lockhart. Logan has a huge crush on his brother's girlfriend, Abby Hillman. He refuses to make a move because that's the ultimate betrayal. Can he finally move on from his forbidden crush and find a sweet, loving girl? And this is Logan's house, and we will take a peek inside. And this is the living room and the kitchen, and Logan's bedroom and his office. And this is Logan. For his aspiration, he wants to be a Renaissance sim. He just wants to learn everything he can. For his career, he is a lab technician in the scientist career, which is level 1. For his skills, he is level 1 in charisma. For his traits, he is ambitious, loves the outdoors, and family-oriented, and he has the quick learner aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes electronica and new age, and he dislikes Americana. For hobbies and skills, he likes fishing and gardening and dislikes media production. For conversation topics, he likes deep thoughts and jokes and dislikes deception. For sim characteristics, he likes family-motivated sims and nature enthusiasts, and he dislikes ambitionless sims. And his favorite colors are red and blue, and he dislikes white. And he is part of the Oasis Spring Singles Club and also the Outdoor Enthusiasts Club, which is only him and his brother. That is Logan, so we will move on to the final household in this neighborhood. And the last household for Bedrock Strait is the Henning household. Diane was a teen mom, but not a very good one. She was more interested in partying than taking care of her daughter Anna. When Anna grew up, history repeated itself and she became a teen mom. Now both have put their partying ways behind them. Diane is helping Anna raise her son Connor, while Anna works on her law degree at Foxbury Institute. No one knows what the future will hold for Diane and Anna, but they know they'll now experience it together and sober. And this is the Henning house. And we will start with the matriarch of the family, which is Diane, who is, of course, watching TV. This is Diane, and for her aspiration, she wants to have a successful lineage. Things didn't go so well for her and her daughter. For her job, she doesn't have a career, but it seems like I had given her the manual laborer career. That might be an oversight on my part. Might have to fix that. Anyway, for her skills, she is level 1 in comedy, charisma, cooking, and parenting, and it looks like she's just now gaining cooking by watching the cooking channel. Yep. For her traits, she is outgoing, family-oriented, and romantic, and she has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, she likes music. For music, she likes singer-songwriter and romance music, and dislikes electronica. For hobbies and skills, she likes handiness and singing, and dislikes baking. For conversation topics, she likes flirtation and affection, and dislikes malicious interactions. For sim characteristics, she likes romance enthusiasts and family-motivated sims, and dislikes egotistical sims. And her favorite colors are red and purple, and she dislikes yellow. And she is not part of any clubs. Next up is her daughter, Anna. And Anna wants to just find her soulmate. She just wants to fall in love. For her career, she is late for class. Right now, she is at Foxbury Institute in the Language and Literature uh, degree program. And she also works as a table cleaner as a fast food employee part-time job. For her skills, she's level 1 in parenting and charisma. For her traits, she is clumsy, cheerful, family oriented, and she has the alluring aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes alternative and summer strut and dislikes metal. For hobbies and skills, she likes wellness and research and debate and dislikes fishing. For conversation topics, she likes jokes and affection and dislikes deception. For sim characteristics, she likes family motivated sims and spirited sims and dislikes rascals. And her favorite colors are blue and purple, and she dislikes orange. And she is part of the Oasis Spring Singles, and that is all. And next up is her son Connor. And for his skills, he is level 1 in movement, communication, thinking, and imagination. And for his traits, he has the wild trait, and that is all for Connor. A little bit of backstory, I guess, for this family. They are based off of a TV show called Mom with Anna Faris, I think is her name, and that's one of my favorite TV shows. Although it's not on TV anymore, it ended. But they were kind of the semified version of Bonnie and Christy Plunkett from that show. But anyway, I guess now we will move on to Acquisition Butte. And we are going to start with the Stockton family. On the outside, the Stocktons are a normal, hardworking family, but looks can be deceiving. They recently moved to Oasis Springs because of Patrick's job. You see, he's a crime boss. His wife Sadie enjoys the perks that having a powerful husband brings. How else would she be the leader in the Oasis Women's Club? Thomas loves the perks as well. He hopes to take over the family business one day. The other kids wish they could stay in one place long enough to make friends. And this is the Stockton house. It is probably the biggest house in Oasis Springs. And I'll kind of give you a little peek inside. You have a living room, a formal living room, office, craft room, I guess you could call it, kitchen, dining room, and upstairs you have all of the bedrooms. This is Patrick's and Sadie's room, Gia's room, Simon's room, Hannah's room, and this is Thomas's room. And Thomas has a little bit of a history on this channel already because of the 70 Legacy Challenge. He and Autumn do not like each other. But I really want to show you the outdoor space right here, the pool area and the barbecue area, because this is still probably one of my favorite patios, I guess you could say, that I've ever done, because I just absolutely love it. See, I just love it. I'm sorry, I gotta go a little crazy for a minute, but this is the patio area, the grilling, entertaining area, and then of course the pool. I love the back of this house so much. So proud of myself for that one. Sorry, but I had to. Anyway, okay, this is Thomas, and for his aspiration, he wants to be fabulously wealthy. He doesn't care how he gets the money. He just wants to make as much money as possible. He wants to set his children and his grandchildren and his future descendants up for life, even if he has to do it by unsavory means, I guess you could say. Anyway, he is the boss, level 10 in the criminal career, in the boss branch, I think. For his skills, he is level 8 in fitness, handiness, and logic, level 10 in charisma and mischief, and level 6 in parenting. For his traits, he is self-assured, hot-headed, family-oriented, and he has the business-savvy aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes rock climbing and fitness and dislikes research and debate. For music, he likes blues and jazz and dislikes hip-hop. For conversation topics, he likes physical intimacy and arguments and dislikes potty humor. For sim characteristics, he likes emotional decision makers and family motivated sims and dislikes ambitionless sims. And his favorite colors are black and gray, and he dislikes purple. And he is not part of any clubs. And this is his wife, Sadie. And she wants a successful lineage. She likes the power her husband has, and she wants to maintain that power. I guess to her, that means success by having that much power. She's a stay-at-home mom or a housewife. For her skills, she is level 5 in charisma and logic, level 6 in gourmet cooking, and level 8 in parenting. And she has maxed home style cooking. For traits, she is materialistic, self-assured, and family-oriented, and she has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes singer-songwriter and classical music, and she dislikes DJ booth music. And for hobbies and skills, she likes wellness and piano and dislikes fishing. Her favorite colors are black and white, and she dislikes yellow. Sim characteristics, she likes egotistical sims and family motivated sims, and she dislikes ambitionless sims. For conversation topics, she likes gossip and compliments, but dislikes potty humor. And she is supposed to be the leader of the Oasis Women's Club, but for some reason, whenever I refresh the save, because I do that every so many updates, I redo the entire thing. I start all over from scratch and have to go back in and change everything and fix everything. One, to keep things from progressing, the time from progressing too much, and two, to keep the save loading right and not having any glitches or anything like that for it being an old save, and also to kind of prevent corruption. But next up is Thomas. Let me push play so you can see his eyes. And like I said, you might be familiar with Thomas if you watched my 70 Legacy challenge, because he was the worst date that Autumn ever had. He yelled at her, he berated her, he was so mean to her. They have a terrible relationship. But anyway, he wants to be fabulously wealthy as well. He's following right in his dad's footsteps. He wants to one day take over the family business and be the boss of be the crime boss. Anyway, he works as for his career, he works as a tough guy in the criminal career, level 1. For his skills, he is level 1 in charisma and fitness. For his traits, he is active, hot-headed, and romantic, and he has the business savvy aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes romance music and jazz and dislikes electronica. For hobbies and skills, he likes mischief and fitness and dislikes comedy. For his favorite colors are black and white, and he dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, he likes romance enthusiasts and high energy sims, and he dislikes homebody sims. And for conversation topics, he likes physical intimacy and arguments, and he dislikes discussing interests. And he is part of the Oasis Springs Singles Club. And next we will move on to Gia. This is Gia. She's the Stockton's teenage daughter. And she wants to become a world famous celebrity, which kind of goes against the family's, trying to keep a low profile. But she wants to be a world famous celebrity. She just wants to be known the world over. I think a lot of that stems from having to move around so much. She wants to be planted in one place, and she wants to be admired by everyone. But anyway, she is a C student in high school, and she is also in the drama club. She is level 1 charisma. For her traits, she is self-assured and outgoing, and she has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes hip-hop and pop and dislikes island music. For hobbies and skills, she likes media production and acting, and she dislikes gardening. Her favorite colors are pink and purple, and she dislikes brown. For sim characteristics, she likes high-energy sims and spirited sims and dislikes emotional decision makers. For conversation topics, she likes gossip and compliments and dislikes pranks. And she is part of the Future World Leaders Club. I don't really see how that fits for her, but maybe it's much like the urging of, who was it, the Livingstons? Maybe it's a parental urging instead of anything else. Next up is Simon, and he wants to be a social butterfly. He just wants to make a lot of friends. Like I said, they move around a lot, and so the kids can't stay in one place long enough to make friends. He is a C student in grade school, and he is also a llama scout. For his skills, he's level 1 in motor, which he just gained, and level 1 in charisma. I've said it 1,000 times, but I'm going to say it again. I don't understand why all of my Sims have charisma, but I don't know what they're doing behind my back, but anyway, they all have charisma for some reason. I didn't do that. For his trait, he is outgoing. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, he likes mischief and video gaming and dislikes violin. For music, he likes tween pop and backyard music and dislikes hip hop. His favorite colors are black and green, and he dislikes yellow. For sim characteristics, he likes spirited sims and dislikes argumentative sims. And for conversation topics, he likes jokes and dislikes arguments. And he is part of the Oasis Spring Scouts, and that is all. Next up is his sister. I never really thought too much about whether they were twins or not. But she also has the social butterfly aspiration, childhood aspiration. Again, it's because they just want to make friends. That's all they want. They just want to have friends. She's a C student in grade school as well. For her skills, she is level 1 in motor and level 1 in charisma. For traits, she is self-assured. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes photography and singing and dislikes piano. For music, she likes tween pop and kids radio and dislikes blues. For conversation topics, she likes compliments and dislikes malicious interactions. She likes people to feed her ego. I think it comes from the self-assuredness. But anyway, for sim characteristics, she likes optimistic sims and dislikes pessimistic sims, which makes sense. Her favorite colors are pink and white, and she dislikes orange. And she is not part of any clubs. That is the Stockton household. We will move on to the final household. And the final household in this episode is the Esposito family. Angela is a chef and has his own restaurant. His wife Victoria is a stay-at-home mom and freelance artist. Her mother Adriana moved in after her husband died and now helps with the kids. Tori is a typical teen trying to figure out her path in life. Angelina is a social butterfly, and because of this, her schoolwork struggles. She's too busy socializing. Angelo Jr., nickname Angel, is a little charmer. And this is the Esposito house. This is one of the earliest houses that I've built for this save. A lot of the other ones have since been remodeled and changed and rebuilt. This one I have kept the entire time that I have been working on this save. Okay, and this is the first floor. There are 6 or 7 bedrooms in this house as well. These are the biggest houses in Oasis Springs, obviously. This is the living room, dining room, office. This is Angelo's and Victoria's bedroom and their son Angel's bedroom. And nice kitchen. And upstairs, oh sorry, this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, it's 6 bedrooms, not 5, not 7. This is Adriana's room, Tori's room, and Angelina's room. This is Adriana. This is Victoria's mother. And she wants to be a freelance botanist. For her job, she is a freelance botanist. I did use the register as self-employed instead of having her do the gardener career because it gave her more flexibility. For her skills, she is level 1 in fitness and charisma, and she is level 10, has maxed gardening, gourmet cooking, homestyle cooking, logic, parenting, and flower arranging. I mean, she's been a busy woman. For her traits, she loves the outdoors, she's family oriented, a foodie, and her aspiration trait is collector, and she also has a fear of death, which I think that's a typical thing for elders. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes retro music and Japanese folk music, and she dislikes alternative music. For hobbies and skills, she likes gardening and cooking and dislikes handiness. Her favorite colors are green and white, and she dislikes red. For sim characteristics, she likes family motivated sims and nature enthusiasts, and she dislikes argumentative sims. And for conversation topics, she likes discussing interests and affection and dislikes malicious interactions. And she is part of the Young at Heart Club, which we went over when you met the Fitzgerald family. This is Angelo, and he wants a successful lineage. He just wants his family to succeed. For his career, he is the restaurant owner. It's actually supposed to be La Tavola in Oasis Springs, but I built that much later and just forgot to change that. But so just ignore that right there. It's not supposed to be a taste of Italy because that restaurant does not exist anymore. But anyway, he's a restaurant owner. For his skills, he's level 1 in fitness, level 5 in charisma and logic, level 6 in parenting, and he has maxed both gourmet and homestyle cooking. For his traits, he is hot-headed, family-oriented, and a foodie, and he has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, he likes blues and retro and dislikes kids' radio. For hobbies and skills, he likes baking and cooking and dislikes guitar. For conversation topics, he likes physical intimacy and affection and dislikes pranks. For sim characteristics, he likes hardworking sims and family-motivated sims and dislikes pessimistic sims. His favorite colors are black and blue, and he dislikes yellow, and he is not part of any clubs. Next up is Angelo's wife, Victoria. And she wants, for her aspiration, she wants a big happy family. She just wants to be surrounded by family. She works as a freelance artist, and she has the freedom to paint what she's inspired to paint. For her skills, she's level 1 in charisma, level 5 in logic, level 6 in parenting, and she has level 10 in painting or has maxed painting. For her traits, she is creative, hot-headed, and family-oriented, and she has the domestic aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for hobbies and skills, she likes painting and violin and dislikes bowling. For music, she likes Latin pop and focus music and dislikes metal music. Her favorite colors are blue and green, and she dislikes pink. For sim characteristics, she likes idealistic sims and emotional decision makers and dislikes rascals. And for conversation topics, she likes gossip and affection and dislikes malicious interactions. And she is not part of any clubs. Next up is their teenage daughter, Tori. And she just wants to be the friend of the world. She hasn't quite figured out her path yet. She's not sure what she wants to do. For her career, she is a C student in high school. For her skills, she is level 1 in comedy and charisma. For her traits, she is outgoing, a cat lover, and she has the gregarious aspiration trait. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes pop and S-pop and dislikes new age. For hobbies and skills, she likes baking and writing and dislikes mixology. Conversation topics, she likes jokes and affection and dislikes potty humor. Sim characteristics, she likes pet enthusiasts and spirited sims, and she dislikes argumentative sims. And her favorite colors are purple and white, and she dislikes brown. And she is part of the Future World Leaders Club. And that is all. Next up is Angelina. As the household description says, Angelina is a social butterfly. She goes to school to make friends and to socialize. She's not too worried about school outside of that. And as such, she is a C student. For her skills, she's level 1 in motor and charisma. Her trait is outgoing. For likes and dislikes, for music, she likes kids radio and tween pop and dislikes blues. For hobbies and skills, she likes video gaming and photography and dislikes fishing. Her favorite colors are red and yellow, and she dislikes black. For sim characteristics, she likes spirited sims and dislikes rascals, and she is not part of any club. Last but not least is Angelo Jr., or Angel is what they call him. He has no skills. Angelo is a little charmer. One little smile will melt the coldest of hearts. But that is the Esposito family. And those are the households in Bedrock, Strait, and Acquisition Butte. Next week we will be finishing up Oasis Springs with the Skyward Palms households. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye!